Alright, we're in round 1. We definitely want to play first. And got a mulligan that. We need lands. Alright, this is satisfactory. If we can pick up some auras, this could be good. Our opponent also mulls. Mulls to 5. Mulls to 4. Alright, well, that'll help us. We don't have a quick start. You said that's a little bit preemptive, I would think. Let's see if we're playing against red-white. Unknown information currently. There we go. Divination already looking pretty. Good old card draw going. Alright. That's going to be excellent next turn. Little Blood Toll Harpy. Alright. Let's start getting our Oracle's Insight on. Not worth it to drown in sorrow yet. So, Insight. We're going to Heroic. Hopefully find a Nimbus Naiad. That would be ideal. Looks like we gotta bottom these. Just in case he plays a Disciple next turn, we're going to hang out. Obviously, attack here. Alright, getting in. No more plays. We're going to do a little scrying and drawing. Yeah, why not? I like it. Before we play a land, let's do it again. Should have done it during upkeep. Alright, we can bottom that. Get another land. Alright, let's do the Siren. Alright, we get his guy. Huh. Well, I guess that works. Wow. That's one of the best mulls to 4 I think I've ever seen. Alright, upkeep, scrying. Yeah, that's good. Let's put that on top. Draw for turn. Let's bestow, see if we can find another one. Alright, concession. Eye gouge would have been good there. Did not give us a ton of information to work with, which makes playing the eye gouge a wee bit more sketchy at this juncture. He's got flyers. least one. Think we're going to need some more information before I switch anything. Nothing from what I've seen looks terribly bad, although I must admit Siren of the Fanged Coast did not play all that well there. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. We made him play a God's Willing, and we made him play a Boon of Erebus to save his guy. So I guess it essentially 2 for 1 in some respects. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, this is definitely good. Astronomer into Ordeal doesn't seem too shabby. No 2-drop. Always appreciate that. Little Astronomer. I think we're just going to go into Ordeal mode next turn. Ooh. Well, that guy's getting asphyxiated. That seems fairly obvious. Especially with the God's Willing. Well, Astronomer seems a bit worse now. That's okay, we're control-ish, so gonna just go Servant mode and pass. Foil one, no less. Alright, yeah. And a Blood Toll Harpy. You got it. Is he attacking? I wouldn't. If I were him. Seems like a kind of bold, unnecessary move, but I definitely like him doing that. Okay. Interesting choices we have here. I think we want the Prescient Chimera, but can actually deal more damage now with Nimbus Naiad plus Dig if we do the Nimbus Naiad, so perhaps this is better. Let's do that. I like the heroic potential to find some more or enchantments. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So we get a second one. Guy gets bigger. And we get to strike for 4. Next turn we can do Ordeal on Astronomer. We can Prescient Chimera. I like Ordeal Voyages End more. I don't mind bestowing this on him too, but doubling up could be awkward. Interesting. Does get to draw a card. And a second Blood Toll Harpy. Alright. Attacking there. We're going to have a nice little untap here. Keepsake Gorgon's not too shabby. think we just ordeal, leave up Voyage's End if we need it. Could also Nimbus Naiad. It puts him on a 2-turn clock if I do the Naiad. Maybe that is better. Plus, he already knows about the Naiad too, so I'm not revealing any more information. He's sad. I see. Gift of Immortality. Jeez. Alright. Well, it seems like a preemptive concession, but I'll accept it. Alright, deck played pretty well there. I'm glad we could still get value out of Astronomer, too. That was nice. Alright. I'll see you round 2.